Hi, my Libras. Welcome to your monthly reading. This is for the month of November 2018. I want to remind you that these are general readings and it's good for your moon sign, sun sign, and rising sign. Let's start. First of all, I'm going to dive in a little bit into astrology because I love it. And I actually, in my other channel, I teach astrology and I talk about it all the time. So I want to mention two important things for this month, and it is important for you, Libra, because you have two things going on, especially with Uranus, which is the planet of freedom, the planet of liberation. And it's a planet of liberation because it kind of like pushed you to free yourself from situations that are not good for you. And Uranus is going to be in the seventh house, which is the house of relationships and marriage. And any type of relationship can be business and love relationships. So the way you cannot connect with people, if you used to have a lot of issues for the last 7 years when Uranus was in your seventh house in Aries, yeah, the last 7 years, because since the last couple of months, Uranus moved to Taurus, so it moved to your 8th house. But it's going back because Uranus is going retrograde, so it's going back to your 7th house of love and marriage and relationship, business relationships. So all those contacts that you probably have lost, or probably you haven't fixed those type of connections and relationships, this is kind of like the final evaluation for you to see if you learn your lessons. So pay attention. Because you're going to have to learn things, and we will go into deep into your reading. And before that, I want to say too, there's another thing going on is Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is going to hit you and manifest their energy in your 3rd house, which is the house of communications and selling. Okay, so you guys are very good with communication in a certain way. Well, you're not a sign of communication, but you guys are good in business related things because you guys love to try to keep the equality, right? You guys want to always keep the balance and things. So the same thing with communication. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and abundance and is going to hit you in that house. So make sure to take advantage of that ability that you might have to use your voice. So it's going to be very important for you to use it. And Jupiter is going to be here on November 8th, entering on Sagittarius on November 8th to December 2nd. So it's going to enter your 3rd house. And Uranus, by the way, is going to be retrograde in your 7th house from November 7th to March 7th of 2019. So it's a couple of months going to be there. And Mars too is going to be here hitting you in your 6th house. So you might be prompted to change a lot of things in terms to your work and routine, daily routines, because Mars is going to hit you there. Oh my God, sorry. I don't know what's going on with this. Sometimes it's okay. Okay, let's start with your reading. First of all, we start with the foundation. I don't know why it's crooked. I'm sorry. I just can't see this camera just like this. So I need to fix it. Oh my God. Sorry about this. I'm having trouble with this sometimes. All right. There you go. There you go. Nope. It's not holding. All right. There you go. So your first card is the foundation card, and actually this card was like this. So we have the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands as your foundation card means the issue where everything is coming from, okay, is the fact that you feel like you need to defend your points, defend where you're at all the time. And remember, this is a love life spread, and this is general, so it could be either for couples or not. So anyway, so your foundation where everything starts, because I feel like you guys are trying to defend your points all the time, trying to gain the attention of your partner, or your partner doesn't really appreciate you in a certain way. Like you feel like you are basically not there. and everything you say is like they just have to criticize you. And not only your partner, but I think there's other people involved in here. Other people that might want to intervene in your relationship or tell you what to do or criticize you. Because that's how I see it, you know. Give you many situations at this point. But for you, it's like you're always defending your points and your opinions of your life or your relationships, the way you do things. Okay, so, and I see in the recent past, the problem is like you guys has been a little bit stuck in the past. Maybe I don't see resentments in a certain way, but I do see that many of you are living from the past. Probably you guys are living in memories, and you want things to turn around and be just like it used to be. So you feel like, oh my God, why this is not, moving towards what I'm expecting or what I thought it was going to be, and the relationship's not moving forward, or my love life in general. If you're alone, you have nobody, it's like, well, why is this not working? And it used to be easier before. Now everything is getting very complicated. My partner doesn't understand me. We don't agree in things. I feel like I always have to defend my positions, and whoever I pick in my life, it's my life, etc., etc., etc. But I do see you guys trying to come out of the feeling of dealing with the responsibilities. Maybe your partner also make you feel like you need to be more responsible things or something, but trying to get out of the feeling of responsibility. And that's your main card, the center of the entire month, which is trying to get out of that hole of feeling burden. Okay, feeling the burdens, and you're trying to get out. You will try. It's kind of like getting a little bit hard for you to do it, but the problem is because it seems like you keep dragging that energy. Okay, of the way you see things, where your visions are, because your blockage card is the Father of Wands, and the Father of Wands is a card that pretty much speak about your vision in the future. It's like passing through the obstacles. Sometimes you can move so quickly that you even forgot the consequences, and you don't even dare. That's why it's this card here as a blockage, because I think your vision is completely blocked because you keep living in the past and keep looking at whatever used to be, but you're not focusing in what is happening in the present and what you can do to make it better for the future. So at the end of November, basically almost at the end, like around the third week, we have someone here. Could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, because it's a lot of fire here. Could be a cup sign, I'm sorry, a water sign. So I think you're dealing probably with a Sagittarius, with a Cancer, Pisces, a Scorpio. Could be also a Taurus or Virgo. So I'm going to go there. But the third week of November, you're going to feel, if it's not you, it's your partner that says, you know what? I don't see there is compatibility in the relationship anymore. I don't see, that we can move forward. And how can we fix things? And I don't see someone like truly giving up, but I do see someone that feels this way because the other person starts seeing more clarity. Some of you are the ones who's gonna start looking for the light at the end of the tunnel with a hermit mode, with a hermit card. So instead of being in the hermit mode, you guys are already here. Like, it's either you or the other one, because it can play in either way, in either side. So it could be you or the other person decides, like, you know what? I already see the light. I know what it is, the problem here. I think we need to work on this. But the other person, it feels like, is like, I'm not saying it's not a cooperation here, but it's gonna feel forced to or pushed to in a certain way to see things and the other side too. And that's why we have the Ace of Pentacles here, because as a result, the outcome card came up, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands pretty much talks about success, talk about appreciation. But I was wondering, how can we go from not feeling appreciated, especially feeling like there's no compatibility, like you feel like things are not working for both of you, to feeling appreciated at the end? It's like, how that happens. So I was like, I need to clarify this. I get the Ace of Pentacles. And of course, the thing is here is like, someone is going to realize things. The other person is kind of like a little stubborn in certain ways. So that stubbornness is going to be kind of pushed and decide when the other person realizes, you know what, the other person is not trying to invest anymore. So it kind of like feel like, I'm not saying guilty, but the other person is going to try to start changing things. And that's why the card is here, saying, you know what, I'm trying to get out of this sense of feeling like I have all the responsibilities in this relationship. Like, why is all about me and my fault or whatever? And then the other person is going to realize probably, you know what, maybe she's right. Maybe I'm just too much. Maybe this and that. And then is going to try to see things in a different way when the other person is not really, giving anything or not trying to invest in anything. So there is a change. Either you or the other person, whoever is doing whatever is doing, whoever is a stubborn person is going to probably start realizing, you know what, maybe it's time to stop being so stubborn. Or the other persons realize the size of the other person, saying, well, you know what, maybe I'm being too much, and making this person to be so defensive, because that's what it seems like. Someone is being very defensive in the relationship, like, I need to prove this all the time. So at the end, I think it's a great thing that the other person is going to start seeing more the other side of the fence, So now I'm going to talk about, for the people who are completely alone, I like to do this little extended version, especially for the people who are completely solos, have nobody whatsoever, because I always hear the people say, what happened with people who are completely alone? So let me tell you, for you guys who are completely alone, they have nobody whatsoever, you solo, there is an opportunity here to gain a serious relationship, to have a serious relationship in this month. And I think that this cards, if you see the ring, the envelope, and the anchor, talks much about persistence. Talk about having a news of something that it could be consolidated in this month, and in a nice, serious way in terms to relationships. And remember, Uranus is going to be in your 7th house, so in its retrograde, so it might bring someone else from the past that maybe you didn't fix things. So if you're completely alone, or I don't know, it feels like it could be for people who just broke up too in the relationship also. So you're still alone, right? But it could bring, Uranus retrograde can bring, all these relationships that were not fixed before. So for you to do the things right, or for the other person to do the right things with you and fix things. I mean, it's a great thing. Although I know many of you are going to be like, no, I don't want to pass through this again. Oh my God, with the past relationships. But it's going to be great, because you guys are going to be able to talk about things, fix things, get committed to something that is going to be, something that you be thinking about the future and settling with this person. So if you're meeting someone new, which could be, but it seems more like maybe someone from the past, I'm not seeing, I would not say reconciliation. I just say trying to, more like talking about things. For some could be a reconciliation, but I don't see it that way. I just see like, suddenly, there's going to start the talks, and in a nice way, and you guys gonna be able to talk things off, like get it off your chest in a nice way, and feel more appreciated for whatever situation you pass through with this person. So, and if you're completely alone, same thing. you're going to be able to engage in a very nice, good relationship with someone that is going to go into something more meaningful. Okay, so let's talk about work. And when it comes to work for you guys, there's some of you going to be traveling probably for work, to consolidate a contract, to sign a contract, to sell something or do something. Um, and let me tell you something, whatever it is that you're going to be traveling for or moving from one department to other, because it could be too that you're moving from one department to other, engaging in some type of business or work or project, you're going to have an opportunity to meet more people, an opportunity to create connections this month. So take advantage of them, of that energy. And um, you do going to have a little bit of misunderstanding when it comes to your work and trying to settle something in terms of your project, because you might want to look at what you want to do, how you want to do it. So use these connections to open up the doors for you and to see a little bit more of what is that you really want to do in your business and your type of work you want to do. Because I do see some of you that are going to be successful, especially this month, obviously. But you guys need to think more about what is the type of work you want to do, because you do need to learn some stuff and learn some new skills. So that's going to help you to open the doors for something better and something else. So that's a good thing, my Libras. Great for you. For some reason, this is longest reading, I guess, from all the signs. And your final card, or your catalyst card, I will say, the one that gives you the message and a summary of everything, is the Judgment card, which is a great card because it talks about second chances and opportunities that that the universe is bringing to you. It's opening the doors for you. It's opening opportunities at work. It's opening opportunities for you at love, in love, and to go back and fix things that have not been fixed, and probably get this appreciation that you want and that you need, and probably stop this energy of people around you in any type of relationships, because remember, Uranus is going to be in your relationship house, so either personal or either business type. So yeah, this is a great opportunity for you to fix things, a second chance, a second opportunity for love, for work. So take it. Just remember your value. Remember to keep looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. Try to always be clear. And I say this because for you Libras, it's a bit difficult sometimes to make decisions, because you are the sign who always be trying to get the balance and thinking of what other people's opinions are, what they say, and that's why sometimes you can end up with this car. Because you have to always be like defending your point in a certain way, because it's kind of like sometimes you guys can depend on what other people think, and you might need to look at from your side a little bit better, or you do need to fix things, and find a balance of whatever the situation is. So my Libras, remember to take advantage of the second opportunities you're going to have in this month, and try to make things work. And this camera is really annoying. All right, so remember to focus on your goal, focus on where you're gonna head, what your direction is. Remember, this energy is perfect, and just move forward. Do not keep staying in the past, especially if you feel like you live from past memories, and that's not going to help you in your relationship. If you are living from the past, try to find the solutions. That's what it's telling you. Try to find the solutions, because you have it. This is a second chance for you. Find the solution. Try to see what's going on in the present, and just focus on what your vision is about the relationship. How can you move forward? That's what it is. Either on work, either in love. Okay, Libras, big kiss, much love, much light. I'm going to remind you that I have another channel in Spanish. It's called CC Spiritual Guidance. So if you are bilingual, you totally welcome to join my other channel as well, which I teach astrology in that channel. And then I also talk about healing qualities of stones. Anyway, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Much love, much light, and don't forget to comment and please share this video for, to help me to help others to get the guidance that they need. So I'll see you next month or in the videos where I talk about my stones, the crystal healing. Bye. Ciao.